Good afternoon, everyone. Do you know when I was a kid, I used to go to temple every Monday, and I used to go for morning walk with my grandparents every day. I used to be hesitant. Yes, I was not confident. That time I used to have a thin diary in which I used to write my daily routine. Did you notice that today I have just used so many things? Did you notice today how I am making conversation with you? Yeah, I am just using all the structure of used to be, and used to have. So today we are going to discuss that how we can speak about short stories and how we can tell our own stories in the past time. Okay, means how you can describe your childhood, how you can describe any stories that had happened with you in your past time. So as I was telling you, used to, yeah, we used to used to is the first structure. Used to plus base form of verb. Base form of verb means first form. Like I used to go to temple every day. I used to eat bananas every day, and I used to go to library on every Monday. So these things are telling you that whatever work I am just describing you, that work I used to do in my past, no longer in future. Okay, so if we are talking about our past, not at present or at future, so that time we are going to say we are going to use used to plus base form of the verb. And next is used to be. Used to be when we are talking about the state, our state in the past time. Like I used to be very fatty in my childhood, and he used to be a pretty girl in her youth, and my grandmother used to be a great personality in her young age. So, in this way, we are talking about the state of someone's. Okay, means how particular person looks or to be. Like he used to be strong, weak, beautiful, ugly, and so many qualities you can add on here. Okay, so this is used to be. Next is used to have. Used to have means whenever you are talking about the positions, that what kind of positions do you have mm, in your past. So that time we are going to use used to have. Like I used to have, as I was earlier telling you, I used to have a thin diary in which I used to write about my daily routine. I used to have a small pocket, a small pouch in which I used to keep my coins in my childhood. Okay, in this way you can see so many things. I used to have a piggy bank in which I used to collect my money. So used to be and used to be, used to have, and used to plus base form. In this way, we can use three used to, uses of three used to. And now, this is only the first structure that I am talking about when you are going to talk about your past routine, lifestyles, and changes. And second is instead of using used to, we can use would also. But keep in mind, uh, if we are replacing used to with would, so we need to add a time frame also before the sentence. Like you can say, if I say that I I I used to write, I used to write very slowly. So I used to write very slowly. But if you say that when I was a kid, I would write very slowly. When I was a kid, I would. Here we can use would with continuous work, means the work that you are doing in repeated form. Like see, when I was a kid, I would get up early in the morning, I would brush my teeth, I would take bath, and I would go to school and enjoy there. And when I returned, so I would play hide and seek with my friends. So in this way, when you are talking about some works that are happening in continuous form, so that time we can use would instead of used to. And next, that the safest way that you can use to tell about your past stories, that is simple past also. If you don't want to use used to and would, it is a little bit difficult to use, so you can use simply simple past. You can say, when I was a kid, I got up at 7 o'clock, then I went to school, I read their books, and after coming back from school, I went to play with my friends. I, I, I just enjoyed my day in this way. So, in this way, you can use simple past as well if you want to describe about your past incidents. So there are three ways you can use used to, would, and simple past. I hope that you would love it, and it will come to you naturally. When we are using used to, would be, used to be, and simple past, so we feel really very nostalgic because we are talking about past, and it is not an easy task to describe about your past. When you know that how you can talk about your past, so you can take lots of things together. Means you can uh, you can do practice on the basis of short stories. Okay, you can tell short stories, and you can tell some incidents happened in past, and you can describe your childhood memories. Really, with this structure, you can just crave the opportunity to speak in front of everyone. Yes, and the main structure is, please try this structure with a time frame. Like when I was a kid, I always used to go there. When I was a kid, I always used to play till night. Yeah, so many things are there. Yes, that you can say. I'm just giving you example. So it was the time. It was the time when I was thinking, really, it is very difficult to speak about past. But since I have just practiced how to use would be and used to and used to have. So these all structures have made my conversation really very easy. That is why I took challenge of 30 days storytelling, and had been a great experience. Yeah. So I hope that you would also love it. Bye bye. Have a nice day.